Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Formula One 2018. Actually said the right year. And welcome to the Australian Grand Prix, the Melbourne Grand Prix circuit. For the Australian Grand Prix, we have one unread message. How do I get there? Enter. We have from Jeff a briefing. As I said in the briefing, the car's looking good, and I think we have a good pace for a decent result here. If you can get into a good flow after turn one scramble, make sure you hit your marks and come into the pits. We should be all set. Well, that was all very useless. It's supposed to be a rainy start, moving into light rain, and possibly drying by the end of our race. That's interesting. I don't like it. I'm not happy about it, but we'll have to deal with it, and hope we don't have any hang-up issues thanks to the rain. But let's go to the race weekend and hit the track. I'm excited. I like where the season could potentially be going. Depending on how we research, scrapping in that mid-pack, but maybe fighting for some wins there too. You never know. Oh yeah, it's rainy.
New drivers, new cars, and a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that hosts the first round of a 21-race championship, taking us from here in Melbourne, Australia, across the globe.
I like the new intro. This is good.
This is much better than the last Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. We're a stone's throw from the enormous Port Phillip Bay for today's race at the 3.3-mile Albert Park circuit. It's a bumpy racing surface here, and the 16 corners could prove especially difficult in the wet conditions. Watch out. Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position.
I can't imagine anybody has any penalties.
Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Raikkonen, Max Verstappen and Ricciardo, Red, Magnussen, Sainz and Nico Hülkenberg, Hartley, Alonso,
they let you pick names in this version.
And Leclerc, Perez,
I'm Red.
Ocon,
it's the only thing that related to me. My car's name is Red.
Ericsson and
nothing else
was
close.
Rounds off the grid.
Okay.
Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Let's do that.
Okay, we qualified higher than we were anticipating. Let's see if we can do just as well in the race.
Well, this seems very much so familiar. Okay, so the strategy, we're starting on inners, actually. I thought we would just be starting on wets, considering it says heavy rain. So that's interesting. This is a 29-lap race. We have 32 laps of fuel on board. I always like to carry a little extra fuel, though. But apparently that's not going to matter as much this season, thanks to the nature of the ERS system. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I didn't even consider that in qualifying. We didn't need to save tires at all because tire strategy is completely reset thanks to the rain. I don't really know to do anything different here, but go to the race and see how we do. Alright, well this looks basically the same. Ooh, wheel spin there. But not bad. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is... okay, this is different. Oh, okay. Sorry, Ricardo. The mist is unbelievable. I really don't want to be here. I can't even see where the track is. Wow. Raikkonen and Hamilton going at it there. This is something else. I mean, it looks incredible, but terrifying. I've never seen mist visualized in this, extreme of a manner. They're really just laying on the lack of visibility thing, huh? Can't see around your halo? Hey, have some mist. Alright, well, Magnussen had a good start. Oh, we're in mode 5. I probably shouldn't stay in that for very long. This is pretty treacherous having to learn the track in the wet, in the race, in a brand new game with, you know, revised physics. It's a lot to ask of a person, is what I'm saying. Alright, well, I'm not going to feel bad about losing out to the Red Bulls there. They're certainly, at this point in the season, and our development, a tier above us. No contest there. A little easy. See what we can do with strategy in this race. Feels like one of those races that's going to go wet to dry. It's actually not. Ooh, buddy. Let's say it's not that wet, but it's pretty slippery. Pretty slippery. So far, so good on hang-ups. Having to manage the energy store too much yet. I guess they start you in the race with 100%, or I guess in theory you run the car a certain way to get to 100% before the start. I'm not sure how that works. You know, I kind of ballsed up that turn. That's where the Halo gets treacherous. Like, I know I'm not gaining on them ridiculously, and I'm not going to be in danger of running up on them, but the fact that I can completely hide his car on entry is freaky. What if he has a problem? What if he slows? What if there's a problem ahead of him and he has to hit the brakes? I could totally miss that and ram up the back of his car. That is 100% the reason I've left it on. I wanted to be able to experience it. Very intriguing, especially with our Track IR abilities. Right. We're actually gapping Magnussen pretty well here. I'm keeping up with the Red Bulls. Oh, cut that curb. Yeah, I think it's time to go down to 3. 50%. Since we're running so well, but I don't feel like we have the pace to outrun these Red Bulls. I feel like what I should do is try my best to save tire. Real easy out of the turns. Rears that go first in this situation. Weather report?
We're expecting the rain to get better in around 5 minutes. Light rain in 5 minutes' time.
Okay.
It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now.
Interesting. So the track is wet enough that they would actually consider wet at the moment. I wasn't sure how close to that we were. I can feel it. There's points of the track that are iffy. But there's points that are pretty good. Easy on those lockups. I'm real happy with the car. I don't know if it's the rules changes, like the cars are different than, you know, the 17 cars, or physics changes, or what. It just seems like I'm a little bit more connected with the car. I feel like I have a little bit more understanding of what's going on with it. Not that it's... I mean, it might actually be a little easier to drive. It doesn't seem like it's as snappy. But more than anything, it's just more fluid. And there's lots of fluid here, isn't there?
Our gap to the car in front is 1.6 seconds.
It's a good gap. I'm happy with where we're at. Happy to not have wrecked the car right there. That front group's running so close together that they're kind of slowing each other up. Maybe the only reason I'm hanging with them, or I was, I'm kind of falling back now. It is nice to be out of the mist. It will not be missed. This is what happens when I record videos at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm even worse than usual with the puns.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Well, boy, am I ever friggin' happy you're happy, Jeff. I wouldn't want you to be upset. It's so hard not to overdrive when you see a group of cars that's as close as these are. But I do feel like I am overdriving it, trying to keep up with them. And it's going to be a fruitless endeavor. I'd be much better off saving my tires. Whatever's going to happen with this rain. Very well could just say light rain the whole time. Lap 14 will switch to more inners and carry on with our way. The forecast seemed to lean towards drying out to the end of the race. And as good as the track is right now in heavy rain, I feel like in light rain it's probably going to dry real quick. Did I say the track was good? I shouldn't say that. Instant jinx. Fine, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Boy, the cars are certainly more barky. Now, granted, this is the first time I've ever been in a Ferrari-powered car. But I do know they made some changes to like the wastegates and stuff for 2018. So it could just be a change in the sounds. Be curious to see what the Hondas sound like if they do that weird barky cylinder deactivation stuff.
Our gap to first place is 8.6 seconds.
So Vettel's just running away with it. Pretty sure that's what's in front. Can in the track IR. What that is. American Trucks and watchers know all about that. I actually made a terrible mistake and didn't refresh my drink before this race. Terrible, terrible mistake. I mean, the crew didn't restock it. They didn't hook up the hose. Didn't they do that to Raikkonen recently? I seem to recall something of that nature. He was trying to throw out the unusable drink bottle. And they're like, no, you can't do that. because he'd throw off the weight. My understanding is they make these cars so pinpoint precise weight-wise that they measure the drinks that are in the car and assume that the driver will gain that weight by drinking it.
You're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain.
Thanks,
10
Jeff.
minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes seems like that's going to be an interesting call. Because that's 6 laps, let's say. So 6 laps. 6 laps brings us to 14. 14 is our pit window. Might take 2, maybe 3 laps for it to actually dry.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.1 seconds.
It's nice that we have the gap behind us because we can be easier on our car. It seems like Magnussen and whichever Renault that is are the ones battling back there, and that's why they've dropped back. So we can kind of play this one by ear. We actually almost have enough time to... Maybe not. I think we almost have enough time to double stack on pit road and pit on the same lap. Need be. We wouldn't screw him over too badly. Hey, that's my name.
This lap of the race. Keep this up.
I didn't really see that coming because it didn't seem like we closed at all. Yeah, I guess we're all just kind of running in lockstep right now as the track dries. Ooh, that was bad. Track's definitely drying because the times are
Be aware
going
we
down.
expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
Grip levels to fall away soon. I'm guessing for the tires. That's a new call. He says right before we're having a weird lockup moment, so maybe Jeff knows what he's talking about. Sorry, at an itch. That's a major drawback to the track IR stuff. Is it's going to be distracting for you guys when stuff like that happens, and more than anything, distracting for me. I'm still getting kind of used to the view shifting in the turns. But if I could get used to it, it would be great, because I'd love to use it in like iRacing and Soto. 5 fast lap. Oh
The
well.
gap to the leader is 9.5 seconds.
That's going to get reset a dozen more times as the track dries, and then we go to slicks. The management of the battery stuff has not been nearly as annoying as I expected it to be. I was really not looking forward to that after the practice program. Maybe it's just because of the rain, but we'll see as the season goes on.
We're 3 laps over target on fuel. Let's start burning it off, please.
Well, he did say please. It's not exactly 3 laps there, Jeff, actually. I'd rather use that if we get a dry track when I can actually put power down. Seems like it would be a smarter time to do it. I love the change having it on the shifter. I can change that fuel mix on the fly now, like you should be able to. And I feel like a badass when I'm doing it. It's like I'm lowering the gate to the castle, hitting a lever to give me more power. This time, still getting set. It's our best, but not the best around. So we're gonna let me down. Something like that. Nothing like that, actually. I think I just accidentally and very discreetly rickrolled everybody. Oh, frick! Oh, that was a four-wheel slide I did not see coming. %. New game. I don't know what the tire values are. In 2017,
the track is dry,
80% was the most you could do on tires.
Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
Okay, well, I'm literally thinking about slicks right now, Jeff. Not that I'm ready for them, but I think that might be a subject of much debate. Is wait for our pit stop until the track dries or not. I love the D-cell sounds. They're very, very barky. 240. Oh.
We're expecting you in around 2 laps, and we'll be putting you on the intermediate tires.
I don't know if that's the right call, Jeff. I mean, it's still sprinkling, sure. But I'm worried we're going to have to double pit. Like pit for inners, and then like 2 laps later, pit for slicks. And somebody might go for the one stop and not pit in between. Extending that stop rather than run on inners. Does that make any sense? I think what I said is extend the first stint and go straight to slicks. I think that's what I was trying to say. Did I mention it's like 2:30 a.m.? Pretty much running on caffeine right now. Very healthy. Very healthy. Boy, there's nobody behind us. I really love for these tires to last until the rain stops. It just doesn't seem like it's possible. It's still sprinkling down here. Makes me want to hit a lap early and try to get the most out of a set of inners. So I would pit this lap and go out and try to run like crazy, full-on, fast laps. Before we have to go to slicks. 54%, there's no way. There's no way I could make it.
I don't think the line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a while longer.
Box this lap. Did he not hear me? Box this lap.
Understood, stopping this lap.
I'm gonna go for it. There's really not much risk here because we have such a big gap behind us. Like I said, the only hope is that we can run, really fast laps on new inners in these conditions before we have to go to slicks. feel like if we wait till our original lap, which is 14, I think, we just won't have much time on those inners to do anything with them. Plus, we should have a pretty quiet pit road this lap. Trepidatious on the pit road there. Soda can. Oh yeah, apparently there's something new with this. I have work to do on pit road here. Clutch.
Go, go, go.
Oh, I didn't release fast enough. Okay. I've learned. So we dropped to 11th.
Pit
No, we dropped to 10th.
complete.
Cool.
See these tyres through to the end now.
No, we're not. Hey! The classic hand animations are still in. Okay. We gotta run this car as hard as we can. Once the tires are happy, they should be pretty soon. So dry out. Oh, first hang. That was a good place for it if it had to happen. But seriously, Codemasters, please. Please fix. We'll drive it now. We really need to be getting the most out of this thing.
It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon, but back to dry shortly.
That's not what I want to hear. I want to see cars on pit road this lap. If I don't see cars on pit road this lap, I'm going to be upset. Because they will have gone to slicks. It's still sprinkling down here, though. Feels like it's highly unlikely they would go to slicks now. Alright, I see cars on pit road. I feel like Magnussen might be the one to really screw us over here. He's in a good position to do so. As hard as I can. Ricardo's already pit. We gained any on him. Know that we did. I don't know if my undercut strategy really worked too much.
Gap to car in front is 4.0 seconds.
Although I think I got up to speed faster. I'm already up to speed as I saw him, so maybe we did close a bit. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. My stop wasn't perfectly clean either. Also wasn't super fast. Getting down there in the charge. Four-wheel lockup.
The gap behind us is 15.8 seconds.
That's why I felt comfortable doing this strategy. No tankers this lap. I think they're going to try to extend it till it dries. Which means that I need to run as hard as I can to try and get back to them.
Gap to teammate ahead.
Figured that would happen.
6.5 seconds.
I gotta hope I can run them back down on these new tires. I think I can. I think I can. Now, if they have to go to more inners, which I don't think they will, we'd be in really good shape. It's really going to upset the field. Might even see Magnussen score more points than us today, if he can make that strategy work. It's cool. It's bad for us in the teammate challenge thing, but it's good for us as a team. I guess it's not a teammate challenge anymore, it's a rivalry. Feels like the track's getting too dry for these tires already. They haven't called for a new strategy yet, though, which is surprising. I can't believe that, like, Magnussen and Hulkenberg's tires are not just demolished at this juncture. It is one of the Renaults in front of us here. Not a great lap, and I'm wondering if it's just because these tires are getting too hot. It has not rained in quite a while now. The track's got to be getting pretty dry. Just waiting to see that DRS call before I change over.
Is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Alright, this is a pack appearing in front of us. I think our teammate is pulling a Glock right now. Let's just start again. It's even worse this time. I got too antsy. Too antsy. Oh, it's totally my fault. That's an opportunity missed, really. I was closing in that group so well. Still may. Oh wow, they must have just clicked over the strategy to be a dry finish because we are suddenly very short on fuel. Like very short on fuel. I wish you didn't get rid of that menu. I want that to stay.
The team wanted to shift up through the gears earlier. They think it'll save fuel. A new strategy is available on the MFT.
I wish you wouldn't have given me here. Yeah, I would have loved to have hit this lap, but it's too late. It's too late. They should have just said pit now. Pit right now. That's how that should work. So frustrating. Magnussen stayed out. Box this lap. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
What are you two doing? Oh, Magnussen. Obviously, he doesn't have
MFD for a new strategy option.
Obviously, he does not have try-high-R. He could not see his mirrors and see that I was coming.
Copy.
They want me next lap.
Strategy is available on the MFD.
You're really driving me nuts with this shit.
Copy that.
Copy that. I guess he's got to pit this lap or his tires are gonna fall off, so. If he would just let me by, I would be okay with that. Oh, another hang up. Really kind of screwing us over at this juncture.
Super soft tire. That's the super soft.
He doesn't pit this lap I'm going in. He is pitting. Okay. So they're both going to undercut me something fierce.
Kevin is in the pits. We're going to box this lap. Push hard on the in lap.
I'll try, Jeff, but I'm in a real bad spot now. Real bad spot. None of that, please.
The gap to the car ahead is 9.8 seconds. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Legitimately just hurt my thumb. We've already decided that, Jeff. Shut up. These tires are pissed. Vettel's gonna be pissed because he's trapped behind me. Oh, that really hurt. That really hurt. I snapped my thumb in the spoke of the wheel.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't
Okay,
speed.
a game, please. This is not the time. This whole race is coming undone so fast. We'll be seconds down. We'll be multiple seconds down on Magnussen and I think Hulkenberg or Sainz, whichever one it was. Really sucks. I have it in there. Yeah, I already see them on the map. Ain't no good. That's too bad. I mean, I guess I kind of influenced that strategy, so I can blame myself some, but...
Complete, go now.
There they go. Try and run them down. I have my doubts. That's a pretty big gap. Gee, I really think the team screwed us over not hitting Magnussen and not even offering us the don't pit strategy. Wow, the hang-ups have come back for real now. Alright, I gotta readjust to driving here on slicks. I've gotten so comfortable and used to driving on the inners. This is a very different situation.
Some information on Vettel. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Vettel retirement in not a very good place. Actually, he did pull off in a good place. So no safety car, fortunately slash unfortunately. Okay, we're back to good on fuel. Yeah, it's huge. But to be honest, the moment was huge. To have not binned the car when it snapped like that, I'm pretty impressed with. I'm happy with the save. Not a good start to the season for Vettel. Dominating a race and then having an issue.
Our gap to the car in front is 8.4 seconds.
Oh, I knew it was a big gap. I didn't think it was 8 seconds. Rip us. I mean, they're racing hard. It's not impossible. Getting our cards right. We have 1 lap extra on their tires. We would need to be a second lap faster. Fully focused now.
7.6 seconds.
Phew. Track is now fully dry. Times are dropping. Got a little wobbly on me right there. Almost back to being able to use a little fuel. Seems like they almost overreacted. Is Ricciardo leading this race? That would be neat.
The distance to the leader is 47.9 seconds.
To be honest, I don't really care about that. What's the gap in front of us? They are still racing rather hard. Good slot some team points. He's up in 6th. It's higher than our target, really. Yeah, now it's harder to manage the energy. not regaining nearly as fast as we were. Magnussen back down to 7th. It's a nice line through there. Keep that up. I think Hamilton's retaking the lead. He's that fast lap. Well, maybe not. Don't know. How's our gap? 6.5.
The car behind is gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
Oh, wow. Really? Is he also on supers? He is. Wow, I thought I was running a blistering pace. Apparently, not quite. My hands are going to be blistered. I can't tell where anybody is in the field right now. Everybody's setting fast laps all over the place. I am pushing that turn really aggressive. Really pushing everything really aggressive. For not much reason. There's really not much I can do in this race at this point. What's the gap? 6-0.
Run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
I'm really strategically using the rich mix. That's why I did this. I wanted to be able to change it on the fly as much as I could. Oh, I can see him. It's always easier to catch a target you can see. I'm just gonna run out of time though. I do believe this has been a freaking blistering lap. I wish I could manage my ERS a little bit better. Try at the end of this lap to do so. Let's drop down to 1 here. Oh man.
5 laps of fuel remaining.
We caught so much this lap. That was pretty big, I think. Even though it wasn't a great lap. I think they were really racing each other hard. All we gotta do is get up into that DRS range. I gotta make 0 mistakes right here, though.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.7
Oh,
seconds.
wow. I knew it had gotten close. I didn't think it was that close. Like, really saving the RS. I need the pirate now. Feels like Magnussen's actually dropping back, which is not exactly what I need. I need them to be racing each other aggressively. I am driving into there deeper than I have ever driven into there in any iteration of this video game. double shifted, trying to get to ERS. There's so much to do. There's so much to do.
Some information on Alonso. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
Great job, Renault. This is exactly what we need. Let's just save our ERS here for a moment. There's nowhere for us to go. Still nowhere for us to go there. I may have tried that move a little early. ERS for the first time.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Gonna reel it in a little bit here. Build for another move. Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Okay, copy that.
Alright. We need to save our ERS here. They're gonna be battling each other. Oh. Damn. Just absolutely overdrove it. Trying to balance the ERS and everything. It's such an extra layer on top of what we already had to do. And I lost concentration there. That sucks. I was playing that so well. Drove my butt off to get it there. That's too bad. I'll probably lose this position to Hulkenberg here, who was already running faster than us. Oh, man. That was so intense. My hands are aching. If that's any indication as to what our season's gonna be like, though, I'm optimistic. Because that was getting to be pretty fun. I'm just gonna have to learn how to balance all these things. I'm gonna get better at mid-turn changes, I think, rather than trying to do it on the braking zones. Lost the front wing, yeah. There's not enough front wing to keep it planted to keep in front of Hulkenberg, so we'll probably finish this race in 9th if I don't bin it. Which is still within expectations, but a little disappointing for the effort we put into it. Still though, feeling good that we have the pace. I feel like the difficulty level is where we want it. I just have to learn this energy storing system a little bit better. Learn how to manage it better. Oof, easy. Final lap.
Some information on Hartley. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
And to put in this kind of performance here, at a track that typically a struggle bus for me, pretty good. Wish I could have avoided contact there. I realized it was way too deep, but it was a second too late. Oh, Raikkonen wins the race. Daniel Ricciardo's out of the race. What? Where did that happen? Front wing really hurting us. Did he not make it to the line? Oh, he didn't. Heartbreak. Heartbreak for Danny Rick. I think he was either in the lead or he was at least podium. Oh, that's horrible for him. Poor virtual Danny Rick. Doing great in Australia. Home crowd. And then also Hartley here. Near home crowd. DNF's just before the finish line. Oh, literally just before the finish line. That's something else. Ooh, that's upbeat music. Alright, P8. What a race. What a way to start the season. That was crazy. One very, very amazing save.
Here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Ferme. What a fantastic race it was.
It was a crazy one.
I wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Interesting.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium, and as the drivers make their way out, there's a familiar
Red, white, and blue.
suit making its way to the top step.
Okay.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Kimi Raikkonen takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. And
Well,
now
yeah.
I'd like to
Oh,
ask
it was
you,
very close.
Anthony Davidson, who
It was a
was your
close race to
driver
the
of
end.
the day?
Difficult call, but I'd like to say Esteban Ocon. He's
Ocon,
just so
16 to
gifted
9,
at
that's a good
getting
one.
the most out of his tyres, and he showed that today.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes moved to the top of the table. After all this drama,
Right up the
you'd
middle.
be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Good race for Renault. Okay, well, a very interesting start to the season. Very, very interesting. I'm a little disappointed in my incident later in the race, and I was very disappointed with the strategy. Really, I kind of forgotten about it. If not for the bad strategy call, if we had been able to pit before Kevin, that never would have happened. Like, we lost all of that time because of the pit strategy. It is what it is. I could have made the call to pit earlier, I pit later, and gone straight to slicks and do the one stop, but at some point, you know, I'm doing so much that I just can't balance it all and do that. Manage the strategy too. F6. Just warnings. We got ourselves one warning with a collision for signs. That was what it was. Let me look at the replay. Nope, it's not any better. They did not improve this at all. That's a shame. Well, we'll watch the start, and I will say thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.